What's up, guys? It's Loki. It's Chris here. Welcome back to your friendly Summers War lore channel, and today we're going to be continuing our beginner guide series with we're going to be comparing your possible this is highly achievable, this is something you guys can get for free, your starter GB10 team. 3 of these units are free, and then we're going to be comparing it to my speed team. So let's get this in pretty nicely as quick as possible so we can get to the run. Okay, so first off we have Shannon. That's the first monster you're going to be trying to get, so make sure you get Shannon. So these steps I'm talking about and you achieving this monster, you're going to be getting on your way as you're farming, but when you're starting to work for your GB10, you're going to want to make sure all these monsters I'll be talking about are 6 stars. So you want to make sure you're farming the scenarios to get these units to 6 stars. So we have Bernard, and then so we have Shannon, Bernard, and then we have Konamiya. So those are the 3 free units that you'll be getting. Let's get into the GB10 run. I'll be showing the runes right after to see what they had, and we'll try to work what I have and see if they're matching mine. They should work if they're matching mine. So, or a little less, it would be fine. Just make sure these are 6 stars. Your nuker and your all your units are 6 stars. So basically, okay, our 4th unit, it's farmable. So this is a farmable unit. So you guys don't have to worry. Just make sure you guys wait till Sunday on light day. Sunday as in US time, but I'm not sure wherever you guys are at if you're watching this video. She doesn't have to be on violent. I'll be going over the videos later, but Galleon is farmable on light dungeon, and so you want to do is you want to go to different channels or send me a message, and I'll see if I can help you guys get Galleon dungeon, or look around in the chat. It will pop up, dungeons will pop up, or ask people where you can find one. Hopefully there's someone out there who can help you find it. Okay, let's get on with the run. I'll show the runes right after so you guys don't have to worry. So starting off with this run, we're going to be looking at making your Bernard your fastest unit. He should be going first. So that's exactly, he's going to go first. He's going to boost the speed. Shannon's going to put that support, buff up the defense of your team for more survivability and attack buff, which is great. Okay, and then this guy's going to take the position as your nuker. His stats aren't that great. You're going to see right after the video. He will probably die because he is a 5-star and his runes aren't that great. But if anything, if you are looking at doing these scenarios and you're watching yourself do these runs and you're trying to auto it, I suggest, even if you have a little time, clicking on the crystals, just because those are the highest threats and you want those down. You want those dead as possible, because they're going to be doing the most damage to you. They're going to be putting slows on you, and that's probably not what you want. Okay, but regardless of that, this should still do well even if I don't touch the crystals first or kill them first. So let's see how this run goes. We already got the stun, we got the slow. We're on the last golem on the 2nd stage. After this stage, it's going to be the mini boss. So hopefully we can put a bunch of debuffs on the mini boss so that our runs goes much more smoothly. Okay, look at the slow. The slow went on the mini boss. So right now our team is opting to go for the sidekicks of the mini boss. So let's see this. Bernard put the armor break, which is really nice, and the stun is great. The slow is going to wear off on your mini boss, so you got to watch out for that. We need to put an armor break. And relatively, the mini boss is going to have a decent resistance. Let's look at its skills before it dies. Reduces the incoming damage by 40% when your HP falls below 50. Okay, so he has some kind of built-in defensive mechanism that's going to help him defend against your team or your nukers. But that's alright, because you're going to be putting armor break and you're going to be weakening his attack and glancing him, so he shouldn't do that too much damage. Okay, second skill is going to possibly freeze all your allies. Worst case scenario, your whole team gets frozen, but that shouldn't be much of a problem. If you're already putting all these debuffs on him, it shouldn't hurt that much. You should be able to recover smoothly, especially if Konamiya resists. Okay, so this time I'm not going to click on the crystals to see what this team does. Okay, and we get the stun, which is great. Now we have basically one turn to not worry about the crystals, and they're working on that one awake golem, trying to get him out of the way, trying to get him killed. And then we cleanse. Konamiya is great because he can cleanse the stun if they ever stun him, but it's slow, so that's a great move by Konamiya. The greatest thing is that he is a 2-star and he is a free unit for you guys to get when completing the challenges, and really it is the first challenge of that area, or one of 3 of those first challenges that you'll be completing to get a reward from. So Konamiya is a great unit. You could even use him in GB10 possibly, so he works. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we get the attack break and the slow, which is great, and the glancing. This is ideal situation for you guys. So you want to make sure you guys. Oh, but our nuker died. So we need to cleanse. Okay, but we're tanky enough to tank it. Okay, we cleanse that. We need a strip. No, we did not get the strip. Attack's gonna come in hard, but we cleanse it, so that's safe. Okay, and then he strips it again. That's great. So make sure your team is decently fast enough just so they can do their job, and taking off the debuff as well as the attack buff. So this is your right tower is going to be the one decreasing your defense, which is the scary part, and the left tower is increasing the boss's attack power. I wouldn't suggest going for these towers on the side because their HP pool is probably too high for you guys to kill. It'd make your runs much too slow. So just go straight for the boss. Just make sure all your runes are set and maxed. Your 2, 4, and 6 that like I talked about in the last video. So we cleanse that, which is an ideal situation. All debuffs are on, and we're just re-solidifying that. Okay, we got the attack buff off, which is great. Okay, again, peace saves again, takes off the armor break. We have Bernard just boosting speeds over and over again. Okay, and Bella's proccing. Bella doesn't necessarily have to be on violent. That's just what you're going to be having. Okay, and Bella's dead. But these 3 units should be able to cover. Okay, and the giant's dead. So let's see our time. 5:18. That's going to be pretty average for a team you guys are going to be making, especially if you're a beginner team. That's what kind of team you're going to be working with. So let's look at our monsters and their runes. Okay, so Bernard, first looking at Bernard, he's on a weird wacky build. You should never do this, what I'm doing, but you want him on Swift. 5-star, 6-star runes. The substats are not even that good, so you should be able to achieve a decent run like this with a Bernard. Just make sure your Bernard is at least this speed or more. With Swift runes, it should make it much easier for you guys. So it'd be much more easier for you guys. Make sure they're 6 stars again. Despair, opt for Despair, but if you can't, just do your best to make her as tanky and as fast as possible with at least, this accuracy is kind of low, but yeah, 45 is a decent accuracy. Resistance always should be a decent where it's at. Konamiya is a 5-star. You saw how well she did it. That's because she was on violent, but she can go on Swift. So if you're gonna go on Swift, make sure she has a ton of HP, if possible, with your slot 6 and 4, and then you're gonna want to make sure he's as fast as you possibly can make him, because you want to make sure he's cleansing those debuffs. Galleon, again, we got over that he is farmable. He doesn't have to be on violent. So you're going to be starting off with a Swift type. I'm actually going to put him on a Swift once I get a faster set, and I'm farming GB10 more. So these are his runes. So you can pause it on the runes. This is our buddy Gildong. He was doing a bunch of stuns and helping out to get to the boss. So he did his part, even though he died at the boss stage. He did his part. So these are his stats. They're not even max. These should be optimally what you're gonna have. Let's go over Konamiya again. Let's look at his stats and see where you need. These are 6-star runes. You probably most likely won't be able to get these immediately. So just keep farming and 6-star him. That should lower the rune requirement for you guys. So we got Despair. We got okay, HP. Just look at those stats there. See what we can do to make it at least comparable. Max out your runes. Mine are not all max, so if you max them, they should be a little more comparable to mine. Okay, and that's it for our farmable, basically free team for you guys. Now we're going to be comparing it to my speed team. So what do we have here? So first off, for my speed team, my GB10 speed team that I've currently worked on, my speed team's always been changing. It changes on a monthly basis, but as of right now, this is how we are working with it. Is it freezing? No, it's not. Great. Okay. Move, please. So we gotta make sure we get our Lucian. So our first unit we're gonna be looking at is Lucian. So Lucian's gonna provide that attack buff, and he's gonna clear the waves pretty fast. Our next unit is gonna be Asthma. So this is by no means a free-to-play speed team, but you can substitute for free-to-play options once you get the runes that I have. So I'll be showing the runes again after. So we have Asthma, and then we have Galleon. Galleon's a major part in making your speed teams click. Flaw. So I have two different flaws. Okay, is this the? We don't want the vampire one. We want the violent one. So we're gonna be going for the violent one. So let's see, where are you, violent Hua? So this is the violent Hua. Most people wouldn't do this because of elemental disadvantage, but she's at a good spot and she does her part at bunning the slow and decreasing the attack bar of the boss. So I have two Tarks here. I want to put my Swift Tark. Yeah, you want to put him as high as possible. He's gonna lower cooldowns. My Lucian's not scaled up yet, all the way. So once his third skill is fully scaled up, it should increase the speed time. So let's see what happens. This should be around a minute to a minute 30 run. So nice and fast. Optimally, you want your Lucian to go right after your Galleon. But I just set Asthma there as a safety net for a double armor break, just in case she doesn't land it, so everyone else can land it. Okay, so they're going for the side kicks again. The faster they take down the mini boss, the faster time goes. So if Galleon can land the armor break, that'd be great. Okay, and he goes for the wrong move. We didn't want that move. Okay, armor break. Great. And then one more volley of hits. One more hit. Good. And we're already on our fourth stage of GB10 with this speed team. You gotta make sure the crystals die first because they can kill your speed team really fast. Armor break? No armor break. That's sad. But we did get the slow. Lucian almost died there. Okay, we got the armor break this time. That's great. Okay. So we just need to kill the boss faster than he can move and attack us. So that's the goal. He has attack buff that can literally wipe your team, especially with the armor break. But good thing we have Hua there to make sure he doesn't move. Athna's dead. Will Lucian finish it? Okay, Lucian finishes as expected. Usually Lucian would die, but this time he's able to survive. So a minute 30, like I was saying, a little slower than the other runs that I get. But yeah, okay, now let's look at the runes. So first, starting off with Lucian, he's on Rage. Most of these are not grinded. So look at those stats there. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to Asthma. Asthma's great unit. A little more tankier. As you saw, she was able to take a couple of hits, which is great. That base hit point is pretty high. Also, Galleon's base hit point is pretty high, but I opted for a semi, attack build with accuracy. Make sure your accuracy up. It doesn't have to be 100 accuracy, but 100 is something you want to be doing, especially if you're going to be taking them to arena. My focus is not arena right now, but I do it. I used to do it a lot. I just use it to farm the points I need for the Devilmon, which you guys should be doing, especially if you're a beginner. Do your best to do that. So these are Tark's runes. Decent crit rate. The crit rate's already a good spot. I could even gimp some, so then I could grind. Needs a little more attack. Crit damage could go higher. And then Hua is the maker. She's the one who lets everyone survive. If she survives, the team survives, which is great. So then we have Violent, Revenge. Okay, those are the stats. So hopefully you liked the video. Give me some more tips or ideas or suggestions or any help you guys need. Let me know. If you're that one viewer watching my channel, thank you for even looking at my channel. Please a like or dislike, and we can talk about a lot of stuff. Thanks for visiting my channel. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be coming up with another video hopefully soon. I always try to do my best to come out with a video for you guys. But thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.